Did you know Spyro the Dragon soundtrack was composed by Koji Kondo, creator of Mario? Did I post all my things everywhere? Oh, I didn't even post the right blue sky every. I am like mirroring this stream link absolutely everywhere these days and a half. And then Blue Sky's got its live thing, but it doesn't give me like, oh, you know, just post and go live immediately because it's not really meant for that. It'd be nice if I could just have a flag like, hey, you know what, this post is about going live. Can I like just put that directly in? I have no idea how long I'm gonna go, so I just don't know what I should. I don't know. I always set like 3 hours. I never know how long these streams are. Sometimes I'll be like, this is not gonna be long. This is Spyro? I thought it was the police. I wonder if there's like some Silva Gunna like intent to like just. See, if I wanted to be funny, I would just take police, like, lyrics from, like, the Police, and I would just try to, like, splice them or, like, I'll overlay them over Spyro music. Yeah, it seems exhausting, similar to, like, art posting for me, honestly, though at least after I post, it's done. Yeah, with streams, it's like I do it so often nowadays. Like, I wanted to do more streaming. God, I'm doing more streaming, that's for sure. I'm still not even as consistent as I'd like. I've been juggling so much. I have to, like, do an entire website. Shit's slow. Artisans. One of these days I'm going to play Crash and Spyro, too. Like, that's still on my radar. I have, like, the PS2 sitting over here. Like I said, literally only Crash 1 is the disc that just the PS2 doesn't want to read correctly. And when it does, it's like, yeah, here's like Naughty Dog. And then we get to like the second screen and it blacks out. But you run it on emulator and it's just fine because, you know, a cheapo Blu-ray reader these days is significantly more powerful than like your average PS1 or PS2 reader. Anyways, I already had my, like, pre-stream cheesecake because there's still a bunch of cheesecake. I think I'm the only one actually eating the cheesecake in this house, which is great because I love cheesecake. And then it's going to be not really any crazy day. It's going to be mostly, like, me fiddling through UI. I forgot to, like, put some useful things on the screen or, like, get the player the ability to, like, hey, what characters are, like, fucking dead and stuff? Like, you just can't see that. If no one else was eating it, I'd be obliterating it. It's pre-sliced, so I've been having 1 slice a day. Except for my stream days, I've been having 2. 1 when I stream and 1 after dinner. I hopefully will not, like... Well, it's not like we get a cheesecake every day. I mean... Granted, like, this is, like, just something that came from chance from the boxes, so... you give me, like, 0.5 seconds. I should be able to actually... Oh, God, I just realized... Okay, I'm going to open my windows because I think it's getting hot outside now. I say hot, it's fucking cold, but... Maybe I'll, like, finally light some incense, which is a great thing to do, right, when you're, you know, streaming and you're talking a lot. Moth. So yeah, give me like just a second, and then I'm going to take some folks through some wacky UI hijinks and other nonsense. Meanwhile, you can have Dark Hollow or Time to Burn This GPU too. I will fucking kill someone if this GPU dies, and I guess the someone would be the GPU. So give me like 2 seconds while Stonehill is here. Fun fact, there is a synth in this. You can hear it in the background, which is actually the same synth used in Majora's Mask when the moon is about to fall. So, enjoy! Is someone going to, like, tear down a tree outside? What is going on out here? Okay, maybe I don't maybe I don't open my window right away. I just looked outside and I see someone tying a rope around the tree, and like it looks like they're tying it to another tree, and it looks like they're about to like pull it down. Can't wait to like have a million wasps just fly into my room. I don't even know how that would happen. Never mind. I guess I guess until like that's done and over with, I play video games or not play. Today's stream outside chainsaw and tree felling sounds. Yeah, it's I have no idea. Things just kind of happen around me, guys. I'm like infinity years old. I'm like 400 years old. I can't like keep up with what's going on anymore. Let me like turn myself around here and stuff. Right, so what the hell am I missing? First off, I actually want to see something. Can I camera field route? I did a tiny optimization, and by a tiny one, I mean it made my frame rate on the handhelds jump from like 20 frames to 60 when, or like 50 or 40 or whatever. Where is it? Oh god, my camera. Can I like, I can like zoom out, right? Is it fucking unlock? I made it so there's a culling with the drawing distance. Okay, yeah. So, like, there's a culling system. This looks terrible. I just want to see, though, if I can, like, actually see the culling system in action. But, like, I don't know the distances that would, like, make me actually able to see it. 0.25. I have not, like, messed with this. Hey guys, we got mode 7. Okay, yeah. I can see like the kobold down there is actually invisible now. That kobold should. Yep. Okay. So I do. Yeah, there is like entities being culled. That's cool. Because what happens is my draw code is really slow, right? Remember, I use a weird. Like entities are not being drawn through nodes. They're being drawn through code, and they're being drawn through code very inefficiently. So I realized, like, wait, what if I just made the CPU do less things per frame? That would be good, right? So, like, right here, the draw, like, this plays for, like, every field entity. Unless it gets overridden explicitly with, like, something else. And so, here you got, like, the shadow has to be drawn. And, if there's going to be a shadow drawn, which I don't even think there's a branch for that. I have to, like, draw all these, like, debug strings, possibly. I have to do this and that and all that. But, like, I realized, oh, wait, if you're just not around there, are you going to put in the new guy today? First off, I need to repair the camera because I just broke it. There is an instance where they exist. I could warp to the summit. I think this is the summit. Yes. Okay, we can walk through walls. Good. Was there a... Yeah. Okay, right. There's like a broken cutscene here because, oh god damn it, what have I done? Go up. No, stop. Stop playing the... Oh. Well, it's somewhere in here. Summit? Argel did like do the... Oh, I guess I never like actually, because like this was one of the old cutscene system was in. I haven't actually like gone through and like touched this up because I hadn't reason to. But I can just throw... Oh god, what the fuck is... There we go. I might as well drop this in real fast and hope I don't... Mouse... Okay, there we go. We do actually have, an overworld sprite for the Caterfly. I can like pop them over here real fast and then warp back. Zone, doop-de-doop. Teleport and walk into the wrong map because I'm an idiot. Oh, the background is solid. Oops. Oh, right, he's a part of the cutscene, god damn it. Okay, well, whatever, fuck it. Caterpillar. That I will have to get to at some point. That's still, like, not finished. And by that, I mean it's like... No, guys, this is finished. This is actually just what it's gonna look like in the final game. I guess I could actually, like, copy over that just to the sandbox to show off that sprite walking around. This is not the sandbox. Sandbox. I need to do some, like, museums at some point, so we can, like, get a good sense of when things break horribly, because I haven't gotten around to doing that yet. There we go. Alright, he's not solid because he doesn't, like, reel. He's not, right, he's not even interactable because of that, because he was meant to be in a cutscene. Cutscene objects don't really, like, have collision, or they're not supposed to. So that came from a different template, I think. Anyways, what the fuck am I doing? Well, okay, so there was a tiny itsy bitsy problem I kind of realized, which is like, anytime I'm like going through and I'm testing something, I realize like, hey, there's no way to actually look at my stats. Or rather, there's a way to look at stats, but there's no way to like look at like who's about to die. I would have to like go into... Oh god, I have to like remember all these buttons. I'd have to like go here to see anything, which requires effort. And that means effort. I don't like doing effort. I don't like trying or doing things that involve hard. So I realized like I should make it so like, okay, you like pause here or something, like have things appear on the side that show you what characters are at what statuses and stuff like that. Basically showing these things. There's another way you can access it, which is by like using items, and that's not using an item, that's me being stupid. This is also wrong technically. You can see like this is not really appearing where I want it to. It kind of just appears wherever it feels like. It's some weird coordinate mapping issue with the screen space or whatever. I fucking hate UI. I fucking hate video games. Oh, right, because I have no items. That thing is empty. I was like, what is going on there? I still need to get around to... Okay, right, like, if I go here... Okay, now I have that. Okay. Can I... whatever. So that's at least one tiny thing. There's just, like... I mostly wanted to do, like, some fixing today, and there's something else I have to fix too, which I don't want to do, but like people are gonna break this somehow. Is like, okay, I go here, I do things, I'm like some normie who's playing on a PC and is not playing on like a calculator or something, and then I click back here. Sometimes the UI doesn't work, sometimes it does. It depends on what the mood is. Like, I don't know, like go here and then like click off and then like talk to your friends on AOL or something, and then like click here again, and now you've lost focus to the menu and everything is broken. So I have to like figure out how I want to prevent that, and I don't want to have clicking be a factor in the first place. Maybe I can set it so it just says like, hey, don't click on anything, like literally just disable clicking. That would be nice, because I don't want you to click. Guys, we are keyboard and gamepad superiority here. The best expectation, like I say, is you play on these handhelds, even though those are, like, cheap Chinesium that's, like, falling apart. So, right, first I have to, like, figure out where did I put all these things, and I'm pretty sure in the root is, like, of the field is, like, where you access some of these menus. Here you add, like, for example, a lot of this stuff. So I have to, like, go in... And I have to, like, add... God, first, I also have to, like, make this all fit in all the screen sizes. Because remember, we have different aspect ratios, right? We have, like... We have 3x2, we have 16x10, 16x9, 4x3. All of these suck, particularly, what's it called? I do enjoy mice menuing, though, but I don't expect it anywho. Well, then you're wrong. And then... So I have to think like, okay, when the options menu opens, should I like just throw these in here? Maybe. I could just like make this up and then maybe like throw an animation, and then I probably should be testing this on what's it called? I also have to like remember how some of this UI code works, because like the preview thing, where is it? The menu previewing is weird. I also have to do some like UI optimization at some point so that I'm not destroying the battery life on these handhelds. So right, creature, like something, it was like something. Wind creature. Creature spell select. Creature list. Wait, is it creature list or is this old? And as you could tell, I'm currently digging in the depths of UI that I don't remember how I made. I made this stuff. I think the last time I touched a lot of this in depth was like 6 months ago. Maybe I like dipped into it once or twice for like minor tweaks. Character preview line. This one I don't. Oh, right. This is actually for, this one is actually different. This was an old version of the... Right, I'm thinking this. Here we go. This is what I actually want. Ding, 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 ding. It's weird there's so many alternatives in Spyro, what's it called, though? So, yeah, I think this was where I stuck a bunch of stuff. This is laughable. So I need to go about and probably just grab one of these real fast. I'll just get one to display, and then I'll go and like go up to 4. Because you only have 4 active creatures at once. No, I actually want to copy. Whatever. No, it's fine. I know what I'm doing, probably. Let's just slap this right here, right? That's good. We'll, like, leave that always on screen, and that won't be ugly at all. So the main thing I need, I want to have the name visible, and I need all that stuff visible. That's, like, just preview stuff. We could fit 2 on one side, 2 on the other. I think that's, like, what our screen real estate basically is. So I could say, like, what? Character previews. One thing I found, though, when it comes to UI, this is one of the reasons why Godot has some of the best UI tooling, is, oh my god, my mouse, though, is not the best. It's doing that double-clicking bullshit. Is, I do this a lot. I attach just embedded scripts because I just don't fucking care. So I could just say, like, yeah, chair preview. I don't want to have it sitting around somewhere. I don't want it to be gut this, gut that. I'm literally telling you to cut. Cut. One of these days, I'll actually change the template so I don't have to, like, adjust this so it all fits my perfectly managed, what's it called? I have to, like, relearn how I draw this code every time. So, blah, blah, blah. Previews. Array. Preview, please. Oh, good. That's good. I'm gonna see how much of past me loathed current me by, like, not documenting anything. I want to say that I just tick do creature over and over again on everything. Oh, honestly, that is actually what I do, isn't it? Oh, no. Preview creature in previews. And I just want to get one of these working. So I'm just going to say... I'm not even going to do this. Tick. Preview. While my finger dyslexia just throws me all over the keyboard. Previews.I. Just do this all at once. Do creature, and I need to grab SRAM real fast. Instance, SRAM. And so what I'm just going to simply do is I'm just going to, like, pull data from the first party member because that's always going to be occupied while I'm just testing to make sure this actually updates correctly. Party? Yeah, party. Cool. Let's see if I fucked this up. I don't think this should ever proc if there's no... Because, like, SRAM's always loaded, and SRAM is by default going to always have a party member. I think there is safeguards to prevent 0 party members, but I don't remember. I'm getting old. Oops. Nope. 0. Please, the 0th. Right, let's throw that in there real fast. So that just should sit around once we load in the field. And you can go up now. Anyways, it's not working. Oh, hey, well, it kind of works. I mean, we see Wend up there. Right, that's not default. Yes. Okay, good. Dun, 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 dun. Do I tick differently here? What do I do? If not creature. Nope, it is visible. Also, maybe drop this just a tiny bit lower because of that thing. I'm going to, like, also later on go back and I'm gonna, like, have these, like, zoom in from the sides. So it'll be, like, cool and fancy. And I'll be like, what? Because at that point you have, like, the title screen also draw up. I could also just make these appear if you idle for a moment. Like, the Dragon Quest basically does it that way. And this has dragons and is a quest. This is also going to look horrendously ugly, I can already tell. But I also don't care right now. Like, fight me in real life. I do need to actually, like, update it, though. Let's change this once I... I mean, arguably, I could also just... what was it? Previews.size. Map. Tick preview. Oh, whoops. I'm dumbass. That's... No. Don't mind me. I'm just being stupid right now. There, that should at least, like, do it for everyone. Okay, so the graphics are updating. Now I just have to remember what makes it, like, draw. No, don't play the test cutscene. Okay, so, just cut this out for now. Cut this out for now, cut this out for now. What the hell is everyone else doing? Because I have to, like, also, like, keep my brain from turning into mush while I do things. Especially tedious things. There is actually, I like spit polishing some stuff and doing some optimizations. That is actually something I enjoy. Unless it's actually a problem and it's a blocker, in which I hate doing it. Oh, I'm not refreshing, I don't think. Alright. I have to tick the refresh at the same time. Right. Okay, there we go. Everything's fine now. I would like it if the characters were not... Whoops. God damn it. Yeah, I know the cutscene system works. Motherfucker. Just throw a bunch of... Okay, well, the field menu just overlays over that, I guess. Looking over Force stuff again still. I will one day eventually do. I'm watching you and a friend do art and stream archive on the TV in the background and setting up for my own stream, and the wife is playing Escape from Ever After next to me. Overstimulation. I can't do more than 0 things at once. I always have some kind of background noise, but then I like... it's very weird. I don't know to what extent like when I eventually like actually have to super focus on things, I think it's usually during the deep architectural stuff, and it's during like certain kinds of, like when I write Serial of When stuff, right? I can't really listen as easily. Me neither. Today is especially weird for me. I can't listen to stuff when I'm writing because I'm not skilled at writing. I don't have like the fortitude. I could write some really fucking elegant systems even with a bit of distraction in the background. But I can't do it for... Who was I? Tick preview. I don't really know or remember what it is that like makes the characters like actually get out of that. Like, oh, they're also like that here. I guess that's kind of just a thing. I should maybe add a Y offset maybe for how these are set up, so that characters are still actually visible. I also try to like lower the frame rate when you're in menus, and I don't see that going down. I don't know if I have like VSync fucking up or something. Oh, I just noticed the timers for those things are not running either. So here I could say like character preference. Actually, let's have this just be the bulk right now. If this is not actually active too, then I'll most certainly just leave, what's it called? Throw these in here real fast. Try preview left. Then we could just do some quick, cheap, like sliding in and out or tweening in and out or whatever. Where are we here? Rah. I remember I got to Peacekeepers, and then like my stepdad got me this like goopy gem toy of some kind. It was like a plastic shape of stuff, and it was like a container, and inside it was like some goop. It was like some like not jelly, not watery. It was like, I had no idea how to describe it, but it was sparkly and it was green. Cause like I'd just gotten really into Spyro at this point, like we got in the games and stuff. I just remember playing around with it a lot. You know what I remember? I finally got to pick, this was first grade, and I finally got to pick something out of the WoW box. Because, like, you know, normally I was always in trouble, but I finally stopped being in trouble long enough to, like, actually pick something out of the you didn't fuck up for a week box. And I found a Spyro toy. I think it's like $20 fucking dollars on eBay or something. It was just a, like, little plastic Spyro toy with a light-up Sparks on the head. Yeah, I was like, yay. I loved that thing. Anyways, it's long gone now. So if I'm going to do, what I'm probably going to end up doing is that this thing, I believe, listens for being summoned. Show menu. So like here, I can actually just set up the tweens for the children as well. So like character preview left and right. Alternatively, though, I can have this, like, come on screen when the player is just idle for a moment. That's, like, and then I could have, like, that happen and this happen, and it'll be, like, do whatever. A lot of weird state stuff for that. Healthy direction, let me just copy this over too. So like throw that, and instead of calling that left 2, we could call it opposite of left. Like Weast. I should be also putting this like here. Can I like also put this here? I mean, that'll at least give us like some position relativity. Oh no, it's not lined up. Oh no, that's going to drive me nuts. It would be nice if these just whoop in. As once I finish like the Spyro trilogy, do you guys think I should just play Enter the Dragonfly in full and like try to 100% quote unquote it? Except I don't think you can actually 100% it without glitches because Moneybags takes gems and you never get them back. They never did like the thing where, and it's like one time he appears in the game too. I feel like every time I hear about that game, there's like a new series of bugs that have been this. How long would it be? Well, it's only one world. It can't be that bad, right? That's the thing. Like, that game got, like, shredded down. Like, imagine a Furby without, like, any fur. There you go. That's, like, how much that game is. I'm sure it would take a long time because the game barely works, though. Like, it's very sluggish. It's so sluggish, in fact, that if you breathe a lot of fire, physics just break. Because it's frame-based and the fire just lags out the GameCube or whatever console you're unfortunate enough to play on. I wonder what the speed... Well, no, I can't say what the speed run is because the speed run for the game is like, what, less than 5 minutes? Because you can literally just clip through the ground and start the final battle. And for some reason, the final battle scales based on how many elemental breaths you have. Normally, you would have all the breaths by that point. I don't know why they decided that's just going to be a thing. It's a very strange game. I think they had to make that game in like 5 minutes before the holiday season. Anyways, character 2. Character 3. Two, 3, 4. I do need to set up a fallback so that if there's no creature in the slot, then, like, it doesn't freak out. I'm sure that'll happen if I, well, I'll, like, do this real fast. Let me see if I was, like, thinking ahead of time when I put these things together. Does it break? Yes, that will break it. Okay, here we go. Right. I do need to know if we are in range here. If utils, hooray, bounds, is in bounds, is out of bounds. Actually want the out of bounds one. SRAM party, I hate dogs. Just cut early. Well, I guess actually you could just make it so it's just... What do I have? I have clear. That should stop it from doing things. Whoops. One of these days, I'm gonna, like, figure out what my buttons are. Oh, right. That clearing it actually makes it black, right? Okay. Oh, what the hell? They're all animated now. Why are they animated now? They weren't animated a moment ago, were they? Was that always a thing? Sorry, I kicked Glist out. Radiant. Okay, so just do that. Yeah, there is a chainsaw currently being used outside. P dot visible equals false. Just like, does do creature set to true? I don't see that. I'm just gonna mutate it. Sure, do that every single frame 4 times. I'm sure that's not annoying at all. Okay, there we go. That thing is, those are still some really chunky UI components, but when you're working at this resolution, what can you even do? You are, like, squeezing so much information into such little space. Good thing I'm not making Cropiclaw 2 on the Pico 8. So these I can... Whoop, whoop. So I can pass on like a hide and show here. Tween hide. I'm basically gonna have to like do some weird hard coding because I'm too lazy to like do this correctly. I guess what I could actually do, like this is something I think you can get away with just using animations. I don't really do animations enough because they're kind of heavy. But I mean it is preview. I could just like say, hey, pass the show, pass the hide, whatever. The thing is, tweening though is nice because it's dynamic. Like maybe you could interrupt partway through the menu zoom or menu transition, and then that way, like you don't have to. You know what? Fuck video games. And him. New. Oh my god, my left mouse button. Is it just me or does every mouse break down like on the like left or middle button, like clicking? Is that always like, I'm not the only one who has problems with this, right? Like this is just a regular thing everyone has to deal with in life. Is every mouse breaking? Do I need to buy like, this is a trackball mice, so do I need to buy like one of the classic trackball mice, which are like just squares with a ball on it? This is the one where it's like your thumb piece is the ball. So this is like based on the anchoring, so this should be fine in theory. Because like it'll be relevant to or relative to the border rather than relative to anything else. I don't think it'll look great on a CRT where it might be like culling the last few pixels, but hopefully that won't be an issue. Like how many people are playing on a CRT? I mean, they should, because it's more fun, but... Man, if I had a CRT, I would take so many pictures of just the game running on it. That's what I miss about the old CRT I had. Like, by the time I made Crop and Claw 1, I didn't have a CRT anymore. Wish I could have brought that thing. Why did I do that for, stupid? Alright, let's start with hide. Property track for this. Relative position. Normally I always go with the, you know, let's go with the X because I don't need to modify the Y. Huh? Oh god. Snap that. What? Go like 0.4 seconds? I can't wait for this to look awful because of how the sliding will work. Actually, cut that down maybe. Wait, what? Whoop. Okay, right. I forgot the part where I was actually supposed to, like, move this. Go away. Hey, what? Why are you over here now? Stop. Oh, not monitors. Also trying to turn off. Stop trying to turn off. Wait. Oh, wait, no. I'm an even bigger dumbass. That already is moved. Wait, but it should be not moved here. It should be, like, here? We should be, like, whooping? Why are we not whooshing? What? Motherfucker, store the keyframe. I hate... Oh god, I always forget where this goes. Position. Do whatever. What? Oh, fucking asshole. Whatever, fine. Store your funny vector 3s. Yeah, that's the right, and then go there and move. That's the thing. There are some nice flourishes you can do with the animation player stuff to like make UI fancier, and if you need it dynamic, tweens. I half the time usually use tweens. Probably shouldn't. I could also set the visibility and like disable things in the animator too, because like that's the nice thing about the animator, right? It's like when the fact you can call functions is very useful. I do use it a couple times. I don't remember how much or where. I know in the Crop and Claw 1, the animator was used to call the a function in the combat manager to like change the clear color of the background. When the background color changes in Crop and Claw 1, it is not like just changing what's it called? It's not just changing like a texture that's like overlaid as a black background. It's just straight up changing the clear color, which is how things worked back then. The NES and stuff, you were just changing that color. Shared background color slide, whatever. Call method? No. What am I doing right now? Oh. Yeah, I want the left. Let's move the left now. Okay, yeah, there we go. So this is the hiding. One of these days I really should be using animation systems more. As I understand, the animation system is still pretty lean for Godot, and in terms of like what power you're getting. Granted, it is just like, I don't know, some basic interpolation and like changing stuff. It can't be that bad. I think one of the things that prevents me from making my own engine is the fact I have to figure out how to do coroutines correctly. Like, the code base lives off of coroutines. Like, being able to, like, push the state of the stack off somewhere else and let it process in the background while you're doing other stuff is fucking godsend for this kind of system. I really should just reverse hide and call that. You know what? I'm lazy. Export there, animator. Animation player. Let's see if I could just get away with hide. I could deal with optimization where it's was it reverse play backwards. Thank God they just have a play backwards too. So I can in fact also just like await animator dot finished. Yeah. I could also like just straight up like say like, hey, stop doing things now. I could probably just stop the process whenever it's not visible. That's one way to be lazy. Oh, I could just straight up also just not process, like, at the node level. That might even be better. I also don't mess with process node, like, management very much. I really should. Was it process mode? Process mode disabled. And, like, just switch it to inherit whenever it's supposed to become visible. That doesn't hurt. And that would just shut it off. I just have to hope like something doesn't break, but something always manages to break, so I do need to also make it not cover other menus. That is something I'm gonna have to look at. Because, like, the field route UI layer sits on top of the menu stuff right now. It's not great. Or I think it did. Maybe I'm literally hallucinating that, actually. No, I remember it. This was like 5 minutes ago. Oh, what do I actually... Well, actually, this is not going to matter because I literally didn't do anything. I have to, like, actually make it do something. Alright, we are doing this. Set lock player true. I am literally not focused on that menu. Lazy me over here. That's not the one you should be looking at. You should be looking at this one. Tween hide. That's the opposite of what I want. Tween show. It's not even tweening, which is the funny part. Right, there we go. Hey, cool. Right, I forgot the part where I didn't put the animator in the cache. Gamer. Cursed knowledge. I didn't do a dynamic rune loader for Moth Planet. All runes that loaded are all time. I am terrified to look at the RAM consumption. So I use process mode a lot to turn off processing in rooms that aren't related to your room. Rooms that aren't adjacent or rooms that don't have triggers and connections to objects, events, and other rooms. You can tell if a room has too many relations just by how much your CPU is screaming. I'm going to laugh when I load up Moth game on these handhelds and they scream and melt. I was like, oh, it's a 2D game. It can't be that bad, right? Anyways, okay, cool, that works. Hey, that isn't correct. So I think it might be taking some of the sizes too literally, because bear in mind the editor and game and stuff is set up for 6.4. Hey, cool, that's just still not correct. That's wonderful. Okay, yeah, that is correct. But that's... what the fuck? You're supposed to be, like, based on the borders. Yeah, like that. So, like, if I'm at 3x2 mode... like, that shouldn't be... Motherfucker, what are you doing? I'm sorry, my first game. I'm baby. I'd have to think of, like... Don't worry, because, like, my first game was in Unity. Like, all the, like, prototypes and stuff I did when I was really starting to, like, learn game dev, like, 10 years ago. And, anything Unity just is fucking expensive to run, so... You can't even run Unity on these handhelds, but that's more or less because of the tech stack being a disaster. We don't even have, like, certain graphics drivers. Like, these handhelds don't have Vulkan. Like... A lot of those, like, custom firmwares can't run with Vulkan drivers because there's nothing for the Mali GPUs. So you're stuck with GLES 3.2. And also, Unity has an ARM Linux build, but it's meant for, like, enterprise users, so they charge, like, 6 figures for it. Which, hey, thanks, Godot, for not charging 6 figures for your ARM 64 Linux build. The moral of the story is, video games suck. Thank you, Godot devs. I do wish I could write custom engine stuff. Or at least I could go in and, like, rip up parts of the Godot codebase to make things a little leaner. The rendering stack is kind of, a bit heavy for the handhelds. The fact that it works at all is great, though. Like, obviously, it took some wizardry on multiple people's parts to get this stuff running on these handhelds, but it is still kind of a bit of a miracle it works at all. And we just got paid to dev all day so I can hate dev, but with a paycheck. God, I wish. That's why you release, like, a couple games, right? Because then, like, everyone's paying you with the games that you've already made. And you just, like, slowly accumulate, wealth that way. Like, I should be making smaller games that we can actually pump out faster. But Gorbash took so much time to make because it was going to be made for more than one game. It was going to be made for Cropped Claw 2, Cropped Claw 1 Remake, Cropped Claw 3. That whole trilogy is going to be mashed into one full game, which is possible based on how I constructed the package loader. And then maybe like a bonus, like roguelike, funny side game just for fun. I have no idea how Moth Planet sold 200 units on Steam. We expected to sell maybe like 10. No, there's a niche for critter stuff. Like, that's what... I have, like, the Hydra Place project, though it's still, like, in kind of, like, an early phase. Because, like, it's hard to find these games, and there's a market for it. So, I try to, like, hound up all these devs that are, like, making funny critter games, like moths and dragons and dinosaurs and stuff. Like, you got the Sniff Adventures stuff, you got, let's see, Dragon March, Chirax. Like, you've probably seen these games in passing if your ears are to the ground. But, like, it's hard to find these games. You have to, like, compress them somewhere. So I was, like, going to use the Hydra Place as a sort of, gathering hotspot and to throw, kind of like a web ring style or repository for these kind of things. There's a market for critter games. Like, that's like my specialty. Like, I think we found out of the Moth game because of Gold. He was like, yeah, this game exists. I don't remember why he brought it up. Why did he bring it up again? I don't remember. There's some reason, probably. But I was like, that's a thing that I could probably look at. It's also why I've been streaming these kind of games lately. Like, there's this. Dragon March, I streamed the demo of. I was looking forward to that. Oh god, I might end up movie nighting for that too. Guys, if you've never seen Flight of Dragons, that is still like one of the best movies that I did not know existed 2 years ago. Do make sure you eventually see that. It's a legal viewing requirement. Oh, right. So this is pissing me off. I have to make these... I have to make sure that these line up. I don't like you. Hey, wait. What? What is wrong here? What is it that's like making it halfway whenever it's on the different aspect ratio? That should not be happening. Because this is a case of, like, it should be hanging around here. Like, it is anchored center right. Am I getting... Oh no, I am no longer in compliance. I don't watch movies unless I'm forced to. Am I getting my dragon license revoked? I'm very much glad I like that. So, you can get your Moth Dragon license revoked if you don't play Feywing. God, I don't wish that pain on everyone to, like, play Feywing. Just play Cropped Claw and look at the Feywing enemy encounter. Probably get acid rained to death or chaos theoried, and then you're fine. Oh fuck, how long is Feywing? About, like, 3 to 4 feet. Feywing was our 0th game. It was basically like, guys, I need to, like, figure out Godot. It was, like, 4.2 at the time. This was, like, late 2023. And I was like, I need to, like, get something out so we can, like, start getting momentum. I'm going to play it. It's free on Steam. I'm sorry. It's literally broken, and I cannot fix it because, like, if I load it in Godot, it's just a mess. And, like, literally falls apart, and, like, the rendering and everything is broken. Too late, just installed it. I'm so sorry. The scariest thing about Feywing is you still need to Alt-Tab to exit it. It's really not great. But you know what is great is the Feywing himself. Because, like, everyone loves the Feywing. It's just the game itself sucks. Feywing looks great, see? Basically, a moth fairy dragon. Like, that's basically what Feywing is. I guess I should have brought that up. Right, that was literally the Moth Club I was bringing that up, and I have a dragon moth shape. Yeah. Yeah, Feywing is our 0th game. It's literally broken, by the way, to the point that you have to, like... Someone found this out, and I don't know how they found out. You have to die on, like, one of the nights to not softlock or something like that. Fancy found that out in, like... Oh, his walkthrough on getting all the endings. I don't fucking know how he figured that stuff out. I was barely understanding. Like, nowadays, I know how to break Godot in the good way. I know how to, like, twist it in ways it wasn't meant to be used. And, like I often show this off, right? Like, something I never see people talk about is you can export GD script. Like, for entities and objects and, like, field stuff, like here. This is a very general purpose entity that moves around the screen, but interaction behaviors are in its separate script, and you can just, like, static function, like, call it in, and just treat it like C code. You don't have objects, you just static and stuff. And I, like, namespace out all of my functions, or a lot of my functions. And I return arrays of callables, because I like, it's almost like a command pattern, except it's basically built in. And you could just bind all your arguments and stuff, or you can, like, return callables that, like, do more callables, and it's very mathematical and lambda-y and closure-y. And this stuff gets all parsed, like, elsewhere, so it doesn't run in those scripts. It runs in a grand processor somewhere, and when, like, the field will lock the player, and it'll do all the tasks. It'll queue things up if it needs to. It's a very simple but robust system. And I never see people, like, talk about, like, what do you mean you can, like, do that? And that's what I was saying here with the draw script, right? Like, draw script is separate from, like, the actual field. And that's how I can, like, override certain things. And that's really useful for resources, because in resources, skills and stuff, I always talk about this too. Behaviors. I can override the behavior without having to make a child resource and do all this weird juggling for different kinds of things. And if I need, like, specialized stuff, I can just add metadata and the script will, like, handle that. I didn't know any of this when I started Godot, and no one really talks about it. It's just not a feature that's used. In fact, I don't even think it's a feature that's supported. But it literally works really, really well, so I use it. But in Feywing, I barely was, like, getting things to work. I was still learning how everything worked. I was trying to put things together. I was trying to understand how the framework was supposed to work. I hadn't touched Unity in a long time. And I had not really wanted to invest in Godot 3 because 4 was, like, getting along. Right, I think that's right. No, Feywing was like 4.1. And yeah, and the engine wasn't as good as it is today. I'd say, like, as of 4.2, it was starting to become really good. And then, like, as of now, it's, like, very good, even for 3D. There's still, like, quirks and stuff I'm gonna have to iron out, especially because we aim, like, for such low-end hardware, right? There's gonna be performance hitches. I started on 4.4. Yeah, Chirac Fortress. I don't know if you know that one, Mir. But that one is also Godot. That's Turquoise. And, Turquoise, do you know about Moth Game? Like, Moth Planet? I feel like you would know about these, like, really obscure, like, independent critter games. At least I know you suggested to me, like, 20 of them. But Chirac, yeah, that one's... Which one? Literally Moth Planet. There's apparently, like, moths in it, and they're like basketballs. I do intend to stream it at some point, at least the demo. Probably gonna end up getting the full game just because anyways. I don't imagine they're terribly long. Let's see. What was I fucking doing? Moth what? Moth Planet. Like, you know, the big circle things in the sky. Also, Turquoise, have you ever seen Flight of Dragons? I watched Gold play a bit of it. It seems like it's got some very fun movement. Oh yeah, that's right. It's like speedrunny, isn't it? I think that was a thing. How do I want to do this? I need to think of how to do this. Damn Bluetooth. It has the speedrun modes we added at the last minute because some friends love bouncing on things to go fast. Yeah, Crop and Claw 1 actually has... It's... And somehow we got speedrun.com entries. Yeah, if you build for it, they will come. Crop and Claw 1, despite being like an NES era RPG, has like encouragement for speedrunning because of how it's designed. It's routed in such a way that your meta knowledge gives you an advantage to like jump around and do things in weird orders and kind of do your own route. And there's like different classes you could play as and stuff, classes quote unquote. And so like we designed for that. Oh yeah, someone made a speedrun.com entry for Chair X and they keep grinding until they beat it in 41 minutes. Has that record been beaten yet? I think I saw that was like getting chipped down more and more. I think someone got around a 40-minute time on CNC1 at one point. I just know it was a sub-hour. And also that was the old version. You can go faster now because of time. Because of like how the last version of Crop and Claw 1 kind of like slightly upped your speed and also gave you more inventory space, so you can do a lot more nowadays. So this is pissing me off. I have to set this up so that the character previews like these will... That actually makes this even stranger that this is not obeying like it should. Because like this should be scaling. What if I like didn't have that set correctly? Someone destroyed Moth Planet any percent sub 10 minutes. Man, that game is like not worth your money. You can beat it in like 10 minutes and that's it. It's an easy game. How fast would you say it is if you like are a normal fucking player and you're just like blind? I was kind of assuming it'd be like a couple hours at absolute most. Probably not even that long. Even Chirex is pretty short. Normal play about 2 hours, completion is 4. Yeah, that seems reasonable. I could probably do about 4, probably. Chirex, I think, was like 3 to 4 hours completion, so it took me like 7D. Oh, but you know what? Turquoise, there's not a speed run for the funny mode of that, is there? Like the, you know, post 100%? That's not a thing. Guys, I could be the first. The speedrun achievements are 30 minutes for any percent and hour 20 for 100. There isn't a run for that yet. Guys, I could be him. I could be he who has successfully Chiraxed. Or, well, I guess not Chirexed in that case, but, you know. You have to add a category for that on speedrun.com. Yeah, that's the thing. I would just have to do it and then, like, make someone else do it. It looks like it's starting at the right position, but getting offset. Yeah, because, like, it's currently, like, configured to, like, be in this, like, arrangement right now. Motherfucker, don't move the entire thing. Oh my god. No, wait, no, that still doesn't make sense. Huh? Hello? Mamma Mia? Oh yeah, also, oh, what was I gonna say? Yeah, Turquoise, you're in the Dragon March. Is this Music Spyro 1? Yes, this is, John Police. Yeah, Turquoise, you're in the Dragon March Discord, right? Because, like, you've never seen Flight of Dragons, right? It's a legal requirement to see Flight of Dragons, and I somehow got recruited to, like, do a movie night there. At, like, I don't know what o'clock. I don't know how this happened. So this is not gonna work. I'm in that server, haven't seen that. Whatever time 8 p.m. is, but over there, I guess. Why do I walk into the invisible? I'm literally programmed. My brain is literally programmed to walk into the test cutscene over and over again. I'm fucking doomed. And I keep engaging in Ridley, motherfucker. Hey, wait, that shouldn't even be happening in the first place. Why is it, like, spawning shown? I have to, like, figure out what the fuck? Because, yeah, that's, like, this is what it should look like in 640 by 480. Or the opposite of that, rather. I'm in Pacific now. Go back to Taiwan, like, 2 weeks ago. Yeah, but, like, for all I know, you could have moved to Antarctica. What is mathematically happening here? Because what I'm changing is the local position, right? Like the local position. Yeah, that would be like 5 o'clock your time. I haven't been on Pacific for years. Specific time. Okay, center left, center right. It's high caves. It's okay. It's high caves. Sometimes these streams take forever for me to start because I'm just trying to figure out what soundtrack to play. You're on the East Coast time, right? Last I checked. Yeah, like it would be like 8 o'clock for me, so that's like 5 there. I think, I mean, or 7. Like, what did I tell him? 8 p.m. for me would be 8 p.m. He was like, wow, that's so early. Okay, I'm doing something really stupid. I'm doing something I should know how. First off, can I, like, group these? Because I keep clicking them. That's very annoying. There. I need to, like, remember that's a feature you can do. Much better. Okay, so position. Yeah, like this is not. Wait, huh? I get it. I understand. I understand math. I fucking hate math and I understand it. This is relative, like I was saying. The problem is it's not relative to center, it's relative to, I literally see that tree, like, outside getting ready to fall over. Oh, they're, like, pulling it. Oh my god! Timber? They are, like, pulling it with a string. That poor tree. There's not going to be any leaves coming from that tree because that tree is about to become, like, firewood for the furnace. Bing, ding, 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 ding. Arbora gore. Pyro watches tree gore. Yeah, goodbye, tree. I'm watching it, like, right now. You know, that tree feels like my code base sometimes. I say that. I'm really actually confident with how my code base is. Like, I see mistakes I made, but they're not showstoppers that are going to cause problems down the line, I don't think. Well, more than usual. Like, we're very close to the point we can do content. Like, we kind of have been starting to do content. The problem is part of doing content is I have to make sure things are in such a way that I can tell Argel, here's the tools you have. Like, try making some stuff. Because I also have to make stuff, but I also have to make sure the engine works, and, like, we get some fixes here and there. That's the thing. I haven't gotten to that point. I keep trying to get... Oh, timber. There it goes. Huh, I wonder what that screaming is. But yeah, and that's the thing. I keep being like, okay, I'm gonna, like, push this repo now. And then I'm going to tell Argel, like, hey, can you help me with this? Like, because you wanted to do, like, skill animations and stuff. I say wanted, but it's more like you were, like, putting up for it. Okay, hold on. I have to think of this. So I need this, like, centering things. That's not what I wanted. Wait. Can I... Is there a way to, like... Hold on. Can we, like, move that? That would be nice. Pivot offset. Hold on a second. Can I do that? Wait, that's 0.5 pixels. That's... Okay, that's not going to help at all, actually. I want to do damage calculation stuff. That, too. That I want to say that we can. I think it could be started to be worked on, but I have to, like, actually double check. I know we wanted to, like, do, like, multiplication and division because it makes scaling easier. Or, like, it keeps us from running into, like, certain issues that can crop up with certain kinds of addition and subtraction math. That's the only thing I remember. And, like, the calculations, like, where are they? Skills, like, where's damage calculations? Like, common damage. This is, let's see, commands prep damage. Like, right, it's considered commands here. That's not math. This is actually just doing it. Never mind. Sadly, I gotta run and stream myself. Good luck bug fixing. I'll have to do that at some point. I might, like, hunt you down. But yeah, thanks for dropping by. I will play Moth Game at some point. Whenever I get a chance. I have a lot of games I have to play. I'm, like, legally obligated to not. Subtractive defense was too strong. Yeah, somewhere here is, like, where the formulas are calculated, and I just have to find it. Oh, I'm dumb. It's literally, like, the formulas section, isn't it? Formulas. Right. Here. It's just here. No, this is stats. I guess if you have to tweak those numbers, then that's something, too. Fix me a fizzy watermelon soda. God, I wish I had a watermelon right now. Not a soda, just a entire watermelon I could just eat right now. But like right here is where stats are calculated, but that's like whatever, we'll probably deal with that later. But I'll have to like remember where the exact code for combat formulas are. They are followable in theory. So what the fuck am I doing here? I want the anchor in the center, though. What does this button do? When active, moving control nodes change your anchors instead of their offsets. Horizontal alignment. I'm just, like, pressing buttons. I would love it if I could just have this in the center of the screen always. I feel like I've already done this in this. Oh my god, I'm a dumb fuck. I have done this over and over again multiple times. This is not an this is a solved issue. 320 by 200 and center. Whoop, whoop. Let me move that over here. Hold on a second. Hello. Like, really loud banging music from another car outside. What is going on there? Wish there was like a way to deal with like distance here. Layout mode, anchors, and positions. Never actually looked at that. My god, there's like an exploding bass outside. Nothing like cars with music so loud you can hear the ground shake. You can feel the ground shake. I always hated, like, all of that stuff. I hate when people have fun. I literally just want to, like, have this not... I have a stupid way of doing this. I don't like doing it this way, but... I could have this where this is just the center. I can just tell already I'm doing this, like, not as I should. Because here, at least, I can have this relative. And then here... And then... Let's see, what does this look like? Is this still like... Yeah, okay, so now this is broken, and that's good. Did these node paths update? Whoa, what's going on here? Okay, hold on. Did I turn on... Oh, I think I turned on the clipping. No, I didn't. What? Oh, Lord. What did I do? Maybe, like, here? Fine. And just kind of like... Wait, why are we up here now? What? No, that should not be the motherfucking... Like... What happens if I do this? No, I don't want the pivot up there. I want the pivot in the center. Like, that's the thing. Because if I have the pivot in the center, I want it so that the UI is going to be relatively central. Like, this is going to be consistent no matter what the, what's it called is. You can see it's basically jank there. So, like, let me come along here. Okay. Progress. This is, like, weird. But it should be... I don't know why it's cropping like that, though. Wait. Oh, clip is over here. That's what's going on. Okay. You'd think I would have done this, like, a long time ago. But no, a lot of surprisingly dumb things slip through the cracks. So I want to register these positions. This is still hide, so we'll... just say it starts here. These should be correct for initial placements. And I could give some... First off, then we, like, move... Oh, God. Well, first off, I just noticed that the left and the right are in the opposite positions, and that's not good. That should be, like, here. This should be, like, here. Did I just touch something? Nope. Nope. Bad. Left, right. Okay. I'm just gonna be lazy and... I should have copied these, actually. Hold on. Copy, copy... Copy. Paste. Thank you. I was going to scream for a moment. Evil robot. Whoop. So if I give this some space here, like, this will actually make it so We are definitely out of bounds even on, like, the widest screen mode. And if we're not, well, that's unfortunate for the first person I see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we just go whoop. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Watch, it could be like 6 that I should have moved it. Because once again, I can't do math. So whoop, whoop, whoop. Okay. Well, that's already wrong, but okay. And then, yeah, that's almost correct. Something's going on over there. The sprite sheet just stops working. So that's 3 by 2. What's 16 by 10 look like? Right, so that should not be visible. Other than that, everything's working fine. So now I could actually see, like, hey, are any of my characters about to fucking die? Without, like, having to remember which button it is to get to this screen, and I still have to make that stuff not overlay. Tecton just hiding with the twin here. I want to say that's happening because the universe probably hates me. Tween show, tween hide. Right, well, process mode, like, let's just disable all that stuff too. Previews. Previews.map, func, preview creature, void, p.visible equals false. I shouldn't have to do that, though. Oh, no, because... Right, because we're checking only out of bounds in there. That's right, okay. This is your fault. Lazy copy-pasting. Tween show. Preferably start rendering that after that. No, there we go. Okay, good. Now we don't have, like, that whole mess. I still don't have a quit function implemented. This doesn't look bad. I still need to, like, maybe get an offset. Also, the healthy direction needs to be set for this side, which I have to go eyeball because I don't remember what it is. Time to guess. Let's see, is it 2? It's not 2. This is wrong. Why is this not working? Oh, I didn't actually even set it. I just wrote it in, but it didn't process yet. Yeah, that is looking the wrong way. Okay, is it 3? I think 3 might be it. Okay, there we go. It's hard to tell because they're covered by the menus, but... Oh, I also fucked up the ordering here. Because Glist is not where she should be, and therefore everyone else is also not where they should be. Dun, dun, dun. I could cheat real fast. Yeah, that was stupid. Left. Right. Fuck. Whoops. Left again. And instead, I just switch these two around real fast. This is how messy code happens. Just messy project configurations in general. Okay, there we go. I love that you can only see Glist's tail. it? What? Okay, there we go. That does make it more obvious that you've opened this menu, at least. So I have to think, aside from the fact that I need to, like, disable it when it's not started yet, because obviously it's sitting there visible at the start. Oh, there's a bee dragon you were showing me yesterday. Yeah, that's Diz. He is a wasp drake. You get to have a wasp drake in your party. We gotta get Turquoise to read Serial of Wind. Actually, see him. It's like he does. Like they all actually do have combat sprites too. You can only really see their banners though. Like there's Diz, Gliss, Tecton, Wind. Everyone's saying happy birthday. When are you all gonna say happy birthday? Every day is my birthday, for the record. What was I doing? Okay, so right, I wanted that to go away first. Oh, right, because I'm stupid. That's right, right. Visible equals false. We just want to shut that up right now. Process mode. Right, we could also disable that so we don't have to look at it. Sloppy UI code. That's the fastest and most reliable way to build UI. Okay, good. Now we don't have that, and then if I press pause, it won't work. Why not? Tween hide? What happens if we just run it like this? Whoops. I say tween hide, I should animate that. Okay, there we go. That's weird. Whoop. 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 Now if I go fight something, and I take some damage... just mash buttons. Dude, attack me! Well, that sucks. Oh. Well, Gliss should now be poisoned. Okay, yeah, so there she is. She's like spinning around and freaking out. Ugh, so let me... I think I'm gonna make it where I dynamically raise the sprite. Yeah, so like I need to make that dynamic. It needs to have kind of its own Y offset. Export there. Sprite Y offset equals whatever.com. And we'll just like immediately on booting, we'll just move it up real fast. I don't know if it's gonna be the container or the sprite that needs to move up. Position.y equals position.why not? I've been watching the Pokemon movies again, and I love how the like short Pikachu movies are just more Pokemon than the actual Pokemon. Who video game am I? Sprite container, sprite offset Y, B, B. Yeah, fuck Pokemon movies. Like, Arjo always had the best way of saying it, where they kind of, like, become generic fantasy movies really fast. God, I always forget how much movies 3 and 4 fucking suck. That being said, they're still fun to watch in a group. Like, that's the thing about a lot of movies, right? Is like, you want to watch them in groups, especially bad movies. Those are the best ones. Character. Right, okay, so I need to set these... I need to give them, like, I don't know, maybe like a bit of breathing room here. I'm sure that this is actually going to go down and into the menu, so that's probably going to make the sprites completely invisible. I just hit the quit button. Whoop. Wow, what do you know? I predicted it. It's almost like I should maybe pay attention to what I'm doing. I'm gonna, like, just cheat. Say, like, minus. So I don't have to do any more things. Okay, that's a little high. That's a little too high. Okay, 8. Everyone needs to, like, move up by 8. Okay. Now you could, like, actually see them, kind of. I could apply this here, too. Like, give them a bit more of an offset. Oh, right. They stopped processing here because, yeah. Right, now I remember why I didn't care most of the time. Because this stuff is usually, like, not in the way of that. But now that these are here, that actually causes, like, a visual issue. So I do actually have to put this more into the background. What canvas layer are we on? Like, I know it's very high. Options. I wonder if in theory I could, like, make this invisible. How do I want to do that, though? I just bought my copy of Moth Planet. Oh, they're gonna be happy. Like I said, I'm gonna stream that at some point. I was looking at how to port it. I can't port it right away, though, because I don't have an ARM Linux build, and they encrypted their PCK. Offset. I should make note of this. I feel like I could do some funny things with offsets and... What the fuck? Oh my god. Okay. Field overlay. Oh, right. That's where that is. Do I want to switch this? Is there a reason I should switch this? I probably don't have a reason to switch this. It looks sadly undiscovered. Yeah, like I was saying, there's a reason why I want to do the Hydra Pace project. Okay, I need to, like, make sure that this all lines up, though. So I need to, like, do that and then close out. Okay, and see, like, now it looks, like, consistent. And now I can see, like, hey, are my characters fucking dead? Well, I should be able to switch them out. And there we go. Oops. Switch. 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 I thought this was in the wrong place for a moment, but nope, that's fine. Okay. What was I gonna do? Okay, so right, I need to, like, make it so that this stuff is not... Do I want to mutate? I don't know if I want to mutate. Oh, the neighbors have leaf blowers. I was like, why is there noise? So, just a couple things I could do here. Toolbar command, close after. Ooh. I could have it where, like, maybe if focus is gained again, I can, like, toggle the visibility of this layer. We are supposed to grab focus again. No, Jamie wished me a happy birthday. Now I have to explain that it's not really because I feel bad. I mean, it is our birthdays being celebrated. It's just not our birthdays. Like, that part isn't too bad. Commands, dummy. I really need to, like, apply the quit function. Wait, close after. Hide menu. Guys, what did I... Huh? Oh, wait. FN list. What am I doing? Looking forward to your birthday next week, too. Yeah, I mean, guys, there's a reason I'm 400. I have so many birthdays these days. DRAM is allowed, blah, blah, blah. It's just, like, dynamically adds the debug menu. Event is action press, close, things, no. Right, I think I could do this, right? Visible is false, and then get parent dot visible, right? Like set visible. Oh God, what is our parent? Oh yeah, happy B-Day Podroll. Happy birthday to you too. Equals false. Whoops, true. How does this look? What does this break? If I click this. No, it doesn't work. I'm mad. Why? Stupid dumb fuck. Close after. Close after. Open formations. Open blah blah blah. All these. Like just all the commands. What the fuck? Close after. We pass in this. We do that. We await, don't we? Well, no, we don't, because we're actually, like... We push a menu onto a stack, right? No, wait, because these are like... This is its own menu, isn't it? No, here we go. It's open menu, yeah. So we push a menu onto a stack. And then we... Right, so we push the menu on a stack, we do all that. Whoops. I'm stupiding really bad right now. Parent. I guess I can on-ready it. Option root dot whatever dot com dot co dot uk. Should just be that. I fucking hate treetops so much. What a fucking scary level. Scary. Ba-doop. Happy birthday. Happy hatch day. No! Stop showing things! What are we doing? Stop! Motherfucker. Right here. Right here. Visible 5. Treetops is by far the worst level in the game. It's the one that you spent hours to getting that last 1%. I never did it on my own. Or rather, I've done it on my own, but, like, I never found out how to work with it on my own. It is definitely a, like, interesting case study. And it's a very interesting, like, puzzle stage. The problem is, my guy, you're like a 5-year-old. You're not gonna solve that puzzle. Like, this is a game for babies. What were you thinking? Can I hide character previews? Yeah, like, copy that, maybe? I'm a disaster. No, let me do the thing. Let me just do some shitty GD script shit like I'm writing on a fucking tutorial or something. At least you have, like, Clancy Brown over here, like, yeah, Spyro, thanks for saving me. And Spyro's like, yo creo Taco Bell. Close after. Motherfucker, why does this not correctly? Something's being wonky with this. It's a good example of a level with a good idea, but bad layout in terms of execution. Some parts are just not clear at all where to go, and it's not the player's fault, it's the level's fault. Well, it depends, because, like, if I made it, it's the player's fault. I mean, if I didn't make it, it's the developer's fault. Or it's like the controller's fault or something. The controller is broken. That's why Treetops I could never solve on my own. What? Didn't I? No. I'm so stupiding something right now. There's something that is like brain dead, dumb, fuck, stupid, and I cannot figure out what I'm fucking up. What am I fucking up? Okay, well, let's, like, maybe, because, like, if this stuff is supposed to close anyways, can we just, like... I really need to, like, do a proper link of the care previews, because I'm starting to use it a lot here. Spyro, Dragon. I think it's good way it is because it adds an annoying, or strongly memorable part to the game. It is certainly fucking memorable. Sometimes you need a bit of bullshit rough part to give texture to the... I can't wait until the next Chirax game has a part where Chirax just gets, like, pulped into ketchup. Like, blue ketchup. If you play it wrong. Why is this not correctly? What the fuck? What is... Close after? Literally, like, the first thing that gets called is for the thing to stop existing. Visible dot false. In other words, fuck off. Also need, like, character preview dot whatever dot video games. Whoops. Yeah, I'm gonna unready this, actually. I'm gonna regret that when I change something. I agree, but it should be the last level if that's intention. Could you imagine if Nasty's loot was just treetops? Chair previews. Well, even that's not correct because of how the rest of that goes. I'm cheating and lying and being really stupid right now. God damn it. What is that? Banging. It is optional, right? Depends on what you call optional, I guess. This is such a stupid thing. What am I fucking up? I do recall bad parts only needed for 100%, so yes, it's optional. I mean, yeah, because like the whole game is basically optional, right? Because like worst case, you like have your older brother do it. Okay, now it works. Why does it work now? It literally didn't work a moment ago. Everyone saw it not working. Why does it work now? Why the fuck? Literally stupid. Anyways, Tecton's alone now. Hehe, giant monster. Big. Lamau. See, most games don't let you be this. No, most games don't let you do this. Goodbye, dragon fruit. I hate these like little indicators too. I need to like figure out how to get rid of those. I think that's like impossibly or... Huh? Why did it stop working? The tech fairy came to fix it. No, it didn't. It just made it worse. I'm probably gonna have to dump the trash. Tecton gets dialogue when he's the only story character in a custom party. Bark and growl. I would probably get 1,000,000 points for that. And then just everyone talks like they understand him. Though I just went with the like, hey, you know, just fade out and here's the characters that are actually here thing. Because I'm just too lazy to actually do like what I wanted to do, where it's like more dynamic. I should like be sure to like disengage the field if the game is exited. So like, let's make sure that this... Why does this not work? Oh my fucking god, someone's gonna die. Someone's actually like dead in real life. Oh, I just immediately set it to false again. This is Turquoise and Radiant's fault. Now it's... Guys, I hate video games. What a mistake. Just what an utter mistake. Close after. C column. I mean, I guess the issue is that we are just like booting straight into the menu and we're not waiting to return. Nice teamwork, Turquoise. Like, I would have to wait for control to like fall back to the field. It's like where you would think I would be like, man, maybe I should like set up signals to check when we've changed modules. But I also like feel like I'm setting up for a nightmare if I do that. Like if stray signal just ends up in the kernel's module sensors and then just things break. Close after. C.com. No. I want to do so much more today too, but I don't know how much I am actually gonna do. Mostly because like, God, the UI like bit with the mouse, that's not, I'm not gonna like that. That's gonna be really annoying to fix. There's so much you have to do with that. What can I do to like... Is it time? I guess it is. Okay, let's go to the kernel. Fuck me. Signal module changed. Oh, we just already have this, apparently. Oh god, I'm lost in my code again. Kill that. This I need, this I need. So we could switch module, and then I don't know if it's gonna immediately fire this again. Game state, instance, kernel. Oh wait, no, just await, really. We don't need to know the state. We just know that, like, the module is going to change, and it's going to change back to this mode. And it should be connected as a one... Well, no, it's not a one-shot. It's just being coroutine, which is kind of a one-shot, but it's also not. It's more complicated. Right, because, like, we change it, and then we await after that load module is actually also asynchronous. That could cause problems. We might have, like, a weird race condition here. Oh, wait. Yeah. Well, let's just see if it works. And if it doesn't, fuck all of you. Well. Okay, God, I really am gonna have to, like, start listening for module changes, aren't I? Well, wait, hold on. So, because this is also a coroutine, like, the part where we change the module is a coroutine. Once I find where the fuck it's happening. Toolbar commands. Like, right here. Like, this. I should be able to, like, yeah, await load module, so that way we don't, okay. It doesn't even need to really await. I probably don't need to do that. But you're still not working, and you're still wrong, and why? I fucking hate video games. We're not... let's... Wait, load module. Couldn't I change this to... like, what? I load immediate... like, yeah, load immediate child. And then just cut that. And we just make this instant. And it really shouldn't matter. What? Get new module. That's another thing, too. This is already cached. What is the do after? Don't worry about that. I don't remember. Get scene, yeah. Clone. Copy. Do nothing. Get cached scene. Yep. Yeah, I don't really need to await. I think it's gonna be forced though because of how this is written. Wait, couldn't I? No, these are cached already, as said. I want to muck with this. Okay, I'm not gonna muck with it. Fuck it. If I have to muck with it, I'll deal with it later. So basically I have to load this and then listen for the module changing, which it should be procking eventually. That does proc, right? I mean, it has to proc because it's awaiting and it, yeah, like switch module. Oh wait, and then We shoot that. Do that so I can actually read this. I just want this to not be annoying and not like appear and render over everything. What is the menus like actual? What are the actual scenes first of all? Open formation. Can we like get a good sight of like what these are? What if I just set that to 10? And just say, fuck it, I don't feel like dealing with this. Hey, dude. Yeah, I could just cover it. Whip. Whip. Yeah. Honestly, that should just be how I do it. And I'm going to have to do that for these other ones too, but... I think that just, like, makes this a lot easier than, like, actually trying to deal with state management. Like, fuck state management, holy shit. Not 210. There, now we just bounce over there and this should all work. Yep, just covers all that. Whip, whip. Just zooms out, zooms in. This does need to be overlaid itself too, because like that's the debug menu that kind of important for me to like be able to see the game. Open debug menu. Oh, thank God I just have the link here. Yeah, just make that also 10. I probably could have just made the menu module 10 by default or something. I don't know. I imagine there might be some other ordering that gets screwed up because of stuff like that changing. I'm not really sure. But what matters is now you can actually, like, see things. Like, oh, hey, look, I'm alive still. Oh, you know what? There's still a bug I need to fix with the regions, too. Because, like, I did some changes to, like, fix another bug, and then it broke regions, basically. So as you can see, I'm not actually getting encounters in regions. If I actually go into a place that is, like, map-wide encounters, though, I still get encounters. It's like when you pop in here, I'm going to get kobold attacks. I believe in you. I feel like Diz poisons an awful lot. I don't think Diz is gonna survive unless he avoids. Uh-oh. Miss? Curva. Okay. I may as well push that real fast. Add... What the fuck did I just do? Add party preview in pausing, I guess. Git push. Well, he should, considering how many times the wasp drakes poisoned me. What are the actual, like, he has a specific, like, tail attack as his default. Because that's the thing, Diz actually has a really good physical attack, honestly. Like, if you, maybe too good right now. It's like, I don't think it's tail in that sense. It should be like, let's see, wasp drake. He is a wasp drake, mechanically. So, should be, yeah, like, his natural attack is tail. It is bound? What? Really? Status oh, that's why it's 100% chance. Whoa, that's 10%, please. Like, he's still a mage. He doesn't like to physically attack things. It's just that him having a, like, stinger tail does give him poison as the, like, basic attack option. It's just never gonna actually land. But it's a fun little bonus when it does. Also probably helpful when, you know, he's out of magic. And you just have to start hitting things with the mage. Or guard all day. Speaking of which, the guard status is fucked up. It does persist after combat, and that's not supposed to happen. Quietly add status. Category, scope, self. No animations. Where do I put, like, there is a place where, like, persists after combat or something is a thing somewhere, and I'm trying to remember where it is. It should be here. Somewhere here. Just, like, unwind this whole thing. Delays. Defend. Oh, it's... I was looking at the skill, not the status. Visible, ill, disables, has delay immunity, uses turns. I guess I could use that. I was adding some turn-based stuff. Persists after combat. No, this is wrong. I can make this gold and earth orb and build him as a warrior. Unironically, yes, you could. Persists after combat. This should literally not be like. Is it? Do I have a situation where it's the opposite of what it should be? It's 15. Let's just have Wind guard. Let's have Tecton also guard, so I have like 2 case studies, and let's fuck off. I somehow managed to do that. Yeah, so we got like 2 characters with guard on, even though he shouldn't. And Tecton will be built as a mage. The thing is, he kind of has some innate magic. I would be hilarious healing Tecton. I mean, he does actually have regen, although regen doesn't scale. It's just a status effect. And like has a couple of like different power levels based on like what level it's cast at, which he's probably not going to be like a 5th level caster. Unless, well, no, because, right, you can't change the jobs of, like, he is actually more or less, I think he's jobless, actually. I have to think if he's going to be a warrior, or if he'll just be, like, a jobless behemoth, and that's just how he is. Because story characters, you can't change their classes. Like, you can't change, like, rebuilding them, basically. It's too bad you can't dress them up as Garfield. Yeah, Glist can't even magic. Yeah. Glist is just straight up a nun caster. Give me like 1 second. I'm going to sneak over and grab myself a quick sippy before I resume. Paladin Tecton. I mean, guard in the sense of, like, guarding an ally? What do they call it in Final Fantasy? I forget exactly which one that is. It's not protect, because protect would be the, like, spell where you just protect. I still like Bard Tecton. Auto guard? No, it's the kind where you like physically protect someone. Can't remember. Oh my god. Bard Behemoths, though. Defend. This is driving me nuts. What is it? Final Fantasy Guard. Maybe it is Guard in Final Fantasy, and I'm just getting... Because Defend is like what they call Guard. Security Guard, also known as the... Oh, this is just a guy. This is not the actual attack. Guard Disambiguous. Cover is what I was thinking of. I was thinking of Cover. Basically, yeah, where it's like you... I would have to think of how to implement this. Because this is a weird case. This is a case where you need context of who is being protected. And you have to, like, intercept it. You have to, like, on attacks, you would have to intercept it. And, like, read the commands and, like, take those commands and now apply it to me instead of the other person. And that's a little weird. And that's, like, because that's a very weird way the code base is set up. I want to see if I could implement this, but I'll probably do this another time. Tecton being able to cover and, like, tank damage would be something you could do. Tecton defending your party would have probably helped people like him even more. That too. He is, like, very strong. I don't know if that'll happen, but it is something in mind. One thing Tecton does need to get is he does get regen, though. Taunt is maybe a thing I need to look at. Taunt is weird. Like, aggro drawing or aggro repelling things has to intercept. Like, enemy AI has to be able to be manipulated by things like taunt. Like, it has to be able to say, like, while it's calculating who to target, it would have to, like, be able to read through and, like, determine chances based on, like, various things and stuff. Taunt, I guess, would be, like, on the target. There's not a lot of status effects which affect AI. So that is something I'm gonna have to, like, look at more. However, this is wrong. Combat end. Oh, goddamn. Combat something. Combat state, combat game over. Combat route, combat something. Is it called start end here? Default start? Default end. Check grip defeat. Common. This is weird. I have to think this through. Confuse Tecton defense enemies. The funny thing is, it's not hard to do confusion with how this is set up. Which sucks. Like, that's a dangerous temptation. Confusion sucks less in this game because you have multiple party members. Unless, you know, they're all confused. But, like, all it is basically I need a GD script reference that, like, refers to confused AI. And the confused AI is written in such a way that it, like, works a certain way. Like, maybe it flips friendly and unfriendly flags for skills or something like that. Or it just targets randoms depending on, like, what the skill type is. Like, the skill scope, rather. It's not impossible, honestly. Mark my words, this is the day you realize confusion as it is known to be. Was it confusion 1 just lower int and no casting? Something like that. I think it was like dazed or something. No, it was confused, but yeah. Because, like, there was... If you get confused, there are so many ways that could go wrong in combat. if you're a single, like, 1v1. Like, it's worse than being stopped. Because if you're stopped, at least you know you're fucked. Confusion, like, you may actively help the enemy while being fucked up. I have to remember how exactly we transfer combatants in, like, back the way, you know, combat mutates characters. Basically, they have their own copies of the characters, if I recall, and then we like copy them back in to the save RAM. I don't remember exactly where that happens. I'm gonna look at the... No, it can't be the rewards menu because we can run. So it has to be here. Like, here he's like, okay, we prep rewards if we won, all that stuff. Execute. If you died, you fucked up. Is it execute rewards? No. Switch module. Creature and enemy list. This is where we calculate item drops and we roll dice, basically. If you're stopped in CNC1, then only the enemy can do that. Has to hit you physically since they used all their TP. Huh. Really? How many enemies can confuse in Crop and Claw 1? I've never played Crop and Claw 1, so I don't know how it goes. I need to finish my wizard run. I was playing that on the SP. Like, ever since I did, like, the 3.1 update, 1.3.1. Fade out. This is the game over sequence. Do we do the copy buffer later? Enemy list. That's the enemies. Yeah, that's when they do it. They don't have any TP left for spells. Only Vine Mage as far as I remember. Really? No, you know what though? Doesn't that happen if you, like, if someone throws a rock at you? Because that's the status effect associated with throwing big rocks, I think, right? Or is it just dazed? I have to, like... I have to follow some of the logic backwards here, because I don't remember how this works. Right, so we hit someone, we should get hit. Here, I'll hit Tecton, we'll hit... Oh my god, that's a lot of damage. Let's run away. Okay. Okay, so this is the turn system doing rounds. So... Wait, if we... I need to double check. If we run, we do get to keep... Like, what is the... What is the... Okay, yeah, so state is preserved. So we do transfer the modified characters off of the combat. Stop, not daze. Oh, I'm dumb. Though I guess maybe Chaos Contrap and Feywing could stop it if it's a Chaos Theory pull. It might be, I don't remember. Chaos Theory is funny because it reminds me of, like, it was based on Final Fantasy's, Final Fantasy V's Oracle. The fact that they could cast spells and it's mathematically deterministic, so you can always predict what you're gonna get if you know the formula. So you can, if you're, like, really lucky, land in such a way that you can cast Atma for cheap. Or, like, other spells. GBA version of 5, yeah. I can't wait for Seer to finally, like, play Final Fantasy V. That... 5 does not fuck around, honestly. 5 is a fair but harder Final Fantasy. It's not the hardest, necessarily. It's not gonna fuck you over that bad, but there is some bullshit in that game. That is not an easy one if you don't know what you're doing. But they also give you a lot of tools, so it's not, like, unfairly difficult. Like, 4 is bullshit because you have limited tools, and grind, is necessary at some points, particularly the final boss. Unless you know a lot of meta stuff. But I always liked 5 in regards to... I love how he makes any game he plays a horrible experience. Every game is the worst game ever. I actually want to see, like, Radiant play Final Fantasy V, but I want to see him play, like, 10 and 6 first. 5 is, like, a refined taste of it. 5 is the accumulation of, like, being a messy series. I feel like that's a good way to describe Final Fantasy. It's messy. And I don't necessarily mean that in a bad way. It's just, like, there's a lot of strange stuff in it, in a lot of those games. It's kind of funny how, like, 5 is the game for people who like to play with systems, yeah. And, like, see, like, how far you can push it. I'm liking 9 so far, a bit wordy here and there, but I've been having a nice time with the character interaction. It's very character heavy, I'd say. I'd say, like, 9 is a very character-centric when they're doing stuff. I get 8 was similar with the junction system, wasn't really close to how good 5 was. 5 still, like, your characters are still limited a lot. Like, you're still building out of limitations, right? Junction does, like, give you the ability to, like, spec into a billion things. But 5 is like Pokemon. It's Guild Wars 1. I mean, it's literally Guild Wars 1. It literally has multi-classing. Like, Final Fantasy V is, like, the Guild Wars 1 of Final Fantasy. I'm stupid. I haven't figured out how I'm stupid yet. I just figured I'm stupid. Turn system, do round. CTB. Did I, like, literally put it in the CTB turn system? Since 8 junction was largely stat buffs or sometimes add an effect to your basic attack, but the actual usable skills were baked into characters, if I recall. Limit breaks are usually, like, one of the determining things of a character. They might have, like, some base stat bit differences, but, like, a big difference between characters is limit breaks, and I don't particularly like that. Because, unless you know how to game the system to get a lot of limit breaks, you don't get to see them as much. This is driving me nuts. Combat ticks since last act. It's why you always want aura in Final Fantasy VIII. Yeah, like, that's one of those things where it's, you have to know how to game it. Blue magic walled behind limit break sucks too. That also, like, that sucks for Kamari. That's like blue magic is you're already putting a lot of time in to, like, get blue magic to a position where you can use it well. Because you have to, like, explore the game, you have to, like, find the right enemies, you have to, like, tank hits, or sometimes it's fine to die, sometimes it's not. After turn, extract skill delay, apply tick countdown, turn end condition met, debug wrap commands. I need to turn a light on, it's getting dark in here. It's like 1 p.m, therefore it's dark. Hate video games so much. Common check. Right, so this is like results being checked. Combat main loop. We break if we're finished. Combat state. Oh, wait. Are we making progress? Default? No, we're not making progress. Why would we be making progress? Fuck that. Shut up. Right, the GD script that, like, determines how a fight ends is actually baked into that, so... I get they want to balance it out because blue magic is fucking strong as fuck, but still. Yeah, like White was it White Wind? And, I don't know, there's probably like some other blue magic, I don't remember. Level X death and stuff can be really fucking good if you like find the place where you can grind with it. Like that's how Final Fantasy V goes, you like find that one place you can just grind on enemies over and over again because they're all vulnerable to level 5 death. Mighty Guard, yeah, I forget that one exists. I didn't forget that exists in Final Fantasy X. I really hope we can like do good combat design. Since we have the CTB system, like designing boss fights correctly is something that I'm hoping we can do after we do the demo and we can like experiment a little. We can like artificially crank up levels of characters and stuff like that and kind of like feel out what could be done. It might be the strongest version of Mighty Guard 10. Oh yeah, like Super Mighty Guard 2. Well, that's the thing too. You get a lot of that from like Super Mighty Guard. I think is mix with Riku because like Riku is so broken that they had to like constantly nerf her, and she's still too good. This is driving me nuts. Where do I store character buffer back into the main? What does the encounter subroutines look like? Wait, this is like creating, so this is not gonna help. Generate, here's the default, and end condition. Yeah, we're back here. I cannot for the life of me remember where this goes. We're like, how we get characters out of... I don't just copy them, right? Encounter.gd. Attempt encounter. No. No. Get one region. No. I need to fix that stuff though. Prep encounter. Combat start encounter. Encounter duplicate. I'm like 90% sure that 99% sure. Close all other tabs. Let's like restart. Okay. Combat initializes, we enter the state and we load translation files. We make some references to stuff. We grab encounter buffer from work RAM. Modulate all transparencies, enemies, whatever. We initialize combat here. Safe copy creature. Combat encounter, we duplicate, we do some shenanigans, whatever. Combat combatants, team player equals player. What is player? Oh, that's being fed in from somewhere else. Oh, we do feed in straight up from SRAM. So we are actually mutating the stuff in combat. I don't know if I want that, though. No wonder I can't find where we copy the buffer back into current players. That's just simply not a thing. We've been, like, mutating SRAM the whole time. Which means we can't do, like, Final Fantasy V's Return. Which is a funny skill, and I'm sad. Why was I looking for how that worked, though? Right, because guard, and because, like, things that are supposed to be removed after combat weren't being removed. Something I'm still thinking about is like whether or not we should have switchable characters in combat. I do want to consider that at some point. I'm not going to do that now, but maybe I'm going to see if I can hack that into the engine at some point. Even if we end up not using it, maybe it'd be something like you use in the final battles or something, right? Like a really big fight. I like when you can actually use everyone, and I love Final Fantasy X for that. It's just weird with this because you can have anywhere from like all the story characters to all the story characters plus like 6 mercs. Granted, I think it would be like Dragon Quest IV or something where you only can switch in at certain cases. So it's not like you can just switch in at any time anywhere. It would not be like 10 if we did that. You'd still have a limited party in-house, like dungeons and stuff. But that would allow us to do something like scaling the final boss maybe based on how many characters you have and your average level. Doing like the Sephiroth thing in Final Fantasy VII. That's a spoiler for Radiant. Good thing he's not paying attention. He's too busy like playing Among Us. Okay, so I need to... When combat ends, I need to actually, like, do some shenanigans with the player data. And I need to, like, strip out certain things. I'm going to hard code that right here for the moment. Move this somewhere better. But also, I am in Terraria, but also, yes, I didn't fully hear that. Good. Lamau. Static Funk. Cleanse player? Strip player. I feel like that has some weird connotations, but... And combat... Combatant... Whatever. Combatant... Creature... And maybe I just do this immutably if I need to later on. I thought I could have sworn we copy in the player. I'm surprised that we don't copy in the player. I must have had a reason for it. Maybe I just didn't want to have like some weird mutation, or maybe I like didn't want to have the possibility of like an old reference going stale or something. I'm not sure. I wonder if there's dinner because I hear sizzling in the other room. Okay, so SRAM. Do I have SRAM here? Okay, I don't. Game state. Instance. SRAM. Party. This is also a thing I have to watch out for, is like, since if I do end up implementing switching party members out, that's gonna affect how I do some of this stuff. Map. And combat. Whatever. So here, combatant. I need to strip out any statuses that are not meant to persist after combat. I'm pretty sure we can also just like, remove them. We may not even have to, like, disable them, like, and do the whole process, because that would be, like, we just don't need to do that. Statuses. Let's just go like, I'm just gonna active status s dot. So for every fucking status we've got here, status dot, whoops, persists after combat. I don't want to do this. What I could do is perhaps, like, clean statusless is the array of active statuses, which I'm just gonna hard cast it, I suppose. Combatant statuses. And then we're just gonna dot assign. I don't even actually need to do this, but hold on. Filter. Is combat status only? Just type that again, motherfucker. Active status. Bool. Return s.status.thing. Persists. If it's true, it should go through. So we would let that. So like, yeah, then we let that filter go in. Is combat status only? Persists after combat. Oh, right, I don't need this anymore. Right, because we're just doing that. And then I think we just straight up say like combatant statuses and then just boom. In theory, that should make it so all party members will have like any combat statuses or like removed at the end. What am I doing? Okay, so I'm gonna guard, and in theory, I should be able to just guard and then leave combat, and I won't have that anymore. So like list guards. And Tech Talk run away. Alright, let's see how it crashes. Oh, I saw it disappear. Oh my god, it works. I love it when it works. Just like I love how kids love the taste of Cinnamon Toast Crunch. I'm out of... I have to get another vodka shot later. Am I good? Oh yeah, I have no clue why mute settings in Tier X works. Nothing about it makes sense. There's a mute setting? Why is there a mute setting? I want to hear the, like, funny clown penis music castle. I do need to fix the audio stuff here, though. Like, it's not correct. At least last I did this, it wasn't correct. But, like, maybe it's correct now. It changes every time I do this. So it literally tries to tell me 0 equals 1. So I had to roll with its nonsense logic to make it work. I mean, 0, 1, it's all the same shit. Anyways, I need to, like, get around to, like, making sure I get some of this stuff in, too. Poor Argyl's gonna have to... Oh, God, I have to be careful in terms of, like, not overloading Argyl with translations. Oh, I just saved the game. Oops. Oops, I saved the game again, I guess. No, I literally just want to press, like, one thing. Yeah, that. Wait, what? I thought oh, I guess we don't have translations for that. Like, move some of them in from the other video game. I thought some of this had translations. What? Dude. He's still, like, old. Wait, this is still, like, old. He should not be wearing a voodoo staff on his armor. That's literally not correct. There we go. Too bad I'm going to have to, like, fix that again, because I'm not going to save. Well, that's something. I got some of the things I wanted. I really wanted to get, like... I'm dreading fixing, like, clicking off and on and stuff. The best way to not overload me is to allow me to translate as it's being written so I don't have to do it all at once. Maybe set up a system to mark things that change after translation has already been done too. Yeah, somehow without, like, it sucking. Like, there are some things that, like, I should probably get into, like, all the items and stuff and, like, just throw some of that at you at least. I think part of why I've also been holding off is because I don't know what's final yet. There is some final stuff. And I sometimes try to, like, bring over stuff from Crop Club 1. Ironically, we have less characters to work with in Japanese than we do in English. The reason being is because of, Oh, that breaks the menu too. I have to, like, fix that. Is, like, you'll notice that the kanji, or not kanji, what am I saying? The kanas actually take twice as much space. So we will probably want to stick to actual kanji and, like, try to keep things... I mean, that's still, like, 2 syllables, right? But it is something that's, like, weird that we're gonna have to, like, keep an eye out for. Because in English, we have, like, I think 12 spaces allocated for English. Oh, shit, one sec. Full width, yeah. Pink Kobold just knew me past. Yeah, I just got handed a bowl of French fries. I have to, like... I have this ketchup that has, like, pickle flavor infused. How old is this, though? I hope I don't die. Wow, this is not much. Yeah, so that kobold does remind me. I need to put a bridge there. I'm going to put a bridge there, and that'll be the last thing I do today. Maybe the last thing I ever do in my life. God damn, I want a bowl of French fries. We'll tell John Partner to make one. Pickle ketchup is good, because I like pickles. I used to hate pickles. Then one day... I just had, like, one dill pickle in the fridge, and now I'm addicted to them. Same for spicy things. Guys, like, what's your spice tolerance? Because I did not care much. I mean, I wasn't, like, a baby too much, but I didn't like spicy things too much. Then I got sick a couple of years ago, and then I ate, like, spicy things, and I felt like something got me addicted to it. I can't tell. Jalapenos I'm addicted to. I put jalapenos in everything. God, fucking with the Zaxby's and get, like, the spicy sauce on the chicken. I haven't had that in, like, at least 2 years now, I think. Really wish I did. Our, like, cheap Mexican place is now, like, under ownership of the children, and now they are not as cheap as they used to be, which really sucks. I'm really sad about that. Haven't encountered anything that was too spicy for me, but I also don't go out of my way to seek extremely hot things. This is gonna be... I'm gonna have to tweak this a little bit. Wait, is this gonna work? Well, no, because there's, like, physics under it, isn't there? Like, isn't that gonna block player me? Here, let's go over here. Just fast forward. Yeah, like, this is gonna block me, right? Yeah, fuck off. Kill yourself. How did I do this before? Wait, but how does it work in Kobold Land? Like, Kobold Land just kind of works, doesn't it? Yeah, because, like, these bridges are here. Oh, because the water isn't solid. Wait, but, like... Oh. Okay, so okay. Okay, so things have to be done. Granted, I could still, like, disable some of the stuff down here. You know what? It's fine. Holy Ambiance. That bridge is for kobolds only. Right. So this I need to do. I just need to do a thing. It's fine. This bridge is bigger and fancier. Oh, I fucking hate video games so much. Whatever. I'll properly add the bridge later. Cause Spyro 1 just finished. That's it. That's the end. I don't know if I'm gonna do Saturday Scrolls. I wanted to do more Daggerfall tomorrow, but I have so much shit I have to catch up on. It feels like, even outside this. So maybe not. I also have to finish Bug Fable, since Bug Fables decided to just softlock yesterday after healing 2 times in the final battle. What a fight. Happy birthday? Happy hatch day. Eggs. I need a second. No, I can save the vodka for later. Turquoise, do I ping you in Dragon Marchland if we do this movie tonight? I'll end up just doing that and you'll be like, God, what the fuck does this guy want now? It's fine. Right, I think... Oh, right, I was, like, already moving like anyone. Man, yeah, screw that. I'd be so tempted to never play if it happens. I'll be watching Yoshi Fanatic. The fuck is a Yoshi Fanatic? I mean, everyone here is probably a Yoshi Fanatic, but... let's see. Okay, well, I'm gonna, like... I should probably commit these changes. I have to eat these french fries now. Everyone else, go eat your french fries, and maybe more stream Monday, where I figure out what I'm doing. Hopefully I figure what I'm doing. Hopefully I'm able to do things on Monday. Whatever day. Day. Fuck video games day.